changes, then what will happen is it will go to the next slide, which would have started the service. So that was good to go, and I sat there because I wasn't absolutely sure if the changes that I had made would take effect. And the answer is, spoiler alert, presented by Church Tech U, it's the ProPresenter Show. On today's show, when changes are applied to videos in ProPresenter. Hi, and welcome again to the ProPresenter Show. This is the show where I teach all about ProPresenter. My name's Paul Allen Clifford. And before we get started, if you've ever needed to make a change to a video and were curious, wait, if I do this after the video starts, is it going to apply those changes? And you decided not to risk it? Go ahead, tell me about it in the comments below. Like, subscribe, etc. So this topic actually came to me when I was running the Good Friday service at my church. And the executive pastor had put in a 15-minute countdown. So I arrived. He was trying to be helpful to me and did everything ahead of time so that I didn't have to show up until right before service. And when I got there, the 15-minute countdown was going, but I noticed a couple of things about it. So I wanted to tweak it and see if that would help things along. Well, this is what I discovered. So the first thing that I did was, so let's say that it's this video that I was dealing with. The first thing I did was I was like, okay, is it a background or a foreground video? In this case, I wanted it to be a foreground video. I looked and yes, it was a foreground video. Then I wanted to make sure that it was set to stop, not loop. So I right-clicked on it. By the way, it's playing right now, so that's an important piece of the puzzle. So I went down and I went down to edit action and then went to playback behavior and made sure, yes, in fact, it is set to stop. So I don't have to change that and watch it to make sure that it doesn't stop. I added a go to next timer because a foreground video with a go to next timer, when it gets to 0, will, when it finishes, then what will happen is it will go to the next slide, which would have started the service. So that was good to go, and I sat there because I wasn't absolutely sure if the changes that I had made would take effect. And the answer is, spoiler alert, no. They would not take effect because the way ProPresenter works, and I kind of suspected this, so that this is why I watched it, just to make sure that the go to next timer would take effect, which I kind of thought it wouldn't. The way it works is when you make changes to a file. Do you like these videos, but you'd really like to learn from me in person? Well, I've got some great news for you. I am traveling around the country and maybe even around the world training churches on how to use ProPresenter. So I've got a either a 1 or a 1.5 day class that you can attend. For more details, head on over to tdm.fyi/events24, the top one right here, and register for the event nearest you. If there is no event that's near you, no problem. You can request one. So head on over to tdm.fyi/class request. That's this one down here. And you can say, hey, I'm interested in attending a class, or even I'm interested in hosting a class. Up to you which you prefer. In the last one, that is just information. It's not obligation, so don't hesitate to put your information in there, and I'll let you know when there's a class in your area, or we'll talk about what it takes to host a class. It's probably a lot less than you imagine that it is. So head over there, and I look forward to meeting you in person. Those changes take effect once the file is activated. If the file is already running, those changes don't take effect just then. So, because this was a countdown video and it was already playing, all the work that I didn't do anything. So, it was important that I knew that going in, and it's kind of what I suspected. Because also, if I right click and I either go to inspector here or I go to edit action and inspector right there, and if I change anything here in inspector other than changing the thumbnail, so like if I change the thumbnail to um, that, let me start that playing. So with it playing now, I set to current frame. The thumbnail did change, but all the other stuff will not go into effect until I go and I activate that file, which generally speaking is probably the way that you want it, unless you've got a very long video like a 15-minute countdown, which is what I had, or something like that, that you generally would not want that to happen. Now, if you've got a video file like one of these, which is an abstract background, you could just re-trigger it and that would solve that problem. I would probably go ahead, put dissolve on it so that re-triggering it was less obvious. But if, for example, you realize, oh, this is a foreground video, it should be a background video, it's already playing, I can change it and then drag it onto my slide, re-trigger it, and then it would work from there. So less of an issue with the background video, unless it's a background video with specific content, but those are more rare. But in general, I just want you to know that the changes that you make to a video or an image or whatever are not going to take effect until you re-trigger them. So that's an important thing to know in ProPresenter. If you like this content, you'd probably like my ProPresenter Quick Start course. So head on over to tdm.fyi/proquick. Give me your name and email address, and I'll make a login for you for free. Until next time, this is Paul Allen Clifford from TrinityDigitalMedia.com and ChurchTechU.com, reminding you to go out and change eternity.